So right after my review has recorded, I am editing this in before now because there has been an update with Frank Nazar's injury, and he's going to be out 4 weeks at least because that's what Jeff Blashill just came out saying in his post-game interview. I'm recording this part after, but it's coming in before the full review goes in. So this is getting edited in before my review portion of this game. It's frustrating. Now the Hawks are without Connor Bedard and now without Frank Nazar. This is going to be a rough period of time. The Hawks need some bodies that can score, and well, their two best young forwards are out. And this is going to be a rough period of time. Am I frustrated? Yeah, I'm frustrated after how the Hawks performed. And now I'm even more frustrated that the Hawks lose Frank Nazar for 4 weeks at a minimum. So, I want to hear what your thoughts are on the injury. And now, here is my review of tonight's Hawks loss to the Ottawa Senators. Hawks lose 6-4 to the Ottawa Senators. I am very frustrated as the Hawks start Arvid Soderblom again in net. I've lost my trust in Soderblom to make a save when needed. And again, today, yes, he got driven to a lot by the Ottawa Senators by net crashing. But when it came to the third period, he let in soft goals. It's fair to say. He let in soft goals, and the Hawks lose this one 6-4. Another key moment in this game, the Hawks lose their number 2 best forward on the team and Frank Nazar in the first period of play. Nazar went to the locker room after taking a puck to the face and never returned. Therefore, the Hawks are now without Connor Bedard, Frank Nazar, and Nick Foligno. There's some problems going on with the Blackhawks, and injuries are occurring, and now it's to the point, who is going to produce? Well, one of them did produce today, and it was one of the veterans on the team, which is shocking because the veterans really have not stepped up their play at all this season. I am frustrated. This team is honestly annoying me how they're playing. I get it. We have an injury to our best player on the team who's been credited with almost 50% of the goals on this team for assists slash scoring a goal in Connor Bedard. And now we're without Frank Nazar, who finally broke a 21-game goalless drought just the other night. Who knows if he will return for the game before the Christmas break? We'll figure that out probably tomorrow. This is frustrating. Very frustrating to see another loss racked up. This time, it's they cough up too many goals. And I frankly am at the point where I'm losing my patience with the Hawks and playing Arvid Soderblom. It should have been another game where Spencer Knight was in net because it was not a back-to-back. It was not we're going to have 2 days off into our next game. Play your starting goalie, Blashill. So it's frustrating to see what's going on with this team. They took too many penalties. A couple of them were very soft. The refs really did not help the Hawks in any way. Hawks went 1 for 3 on the power play to the Senators going 1 for 5. Shots per period were 8-12 in favor for Ottawa in the first, 13-10 in favor for the Blackhawks in the second, 3-18 in favor for Ottawa in the third. Total shots on goal, 24-40 Ottawa. You're giving up way too many shots. There's another issue. But you're also giving up a lot of shots every time when it's seemingly to be Arvid Soderblom and net. I have one feeling that it could be the Hawks. The players on ice can't really trust that we could get a win with our backup goalie when he gives up way too many soft goals. And it gets the momentum loss. Play Spencer Knight more than what you have been. It's just frustrating. It frankly is. Hawks had to use their challenge twice in the first period of play. So let's get into it. In the first period of play, Ottawa was all outplaying the Hawks. The Hawks couldn't get much going. Ottawa comes in, crashing the net multiple times, and scoring both times they crashed the net. The first one, Hawks challenge, and it was deemed no goal. Second time, the Hawks challenge at 6:36 in the first period. It was deemed a good goal for no goalie interference, which I still doubt. Kevlin scores his first of the season, assisted by Stützle, to make it a 1-0 game for the Ottawa Senators. It remained 1-0 after one. And the first, though, it was pretty much all Ottawa. The Hawks really had nothing going for themselves. They lose Frank Nazar. They lose Teuvo Teravainen for a bit, all in the first period of play. Teuvo did return to play. Then we go into the second period of play, where it was all goal scoring back and forth. In the first period of play, Ottawa comes back out and puts starts playing strong hockey again, but the Hawks were able to answer and get on the board at 1:53 in the second period. Scored by number 95, Ilya Mikheyev, for his first of the night, fifth of the season. Assisted by number 44, Wyatt Kaiser, and number 20, Ryan Green, to tie the game up one apiece. This goal by Mikheyev was a good one for the Hawks because it ties the game and maybe momentum swings and keep the play going in the Hawks' favor. It really did. The Hawks were moving the puck well after this Mikheyev goal, and I should mention, a beautiful stretch pass from Kaiser to Mikheyev to lead to this goal. But the Senators were able to take advantage and get a shorthanded goal about 7 minutes later after a failed challenge call for the Senators. The Senators go shorthanded. The Hawks lose the puck by Teuvo Teravainen just passing it right to Tim Stützle. Stützle comes down the ice and just beats Soderblom clean for his 16th of the season at 8:02 in the second period to make it a 2-1 game. However, the Hawks still on the power play were able to answer at 9:55 on the power play. Scored by number 28, Andre Burakovsky, his 9th of the season. Assisted by number 20, Ryan Green, and number 55, Artem Lechanov, to make it a 2-2 game. Burakovsky buries a great shot as a two-man advantage evaporates. It goes to a one-man advantage, and Burakovsky buries one to make it a 2-2 game. However, Ottawa was able to take the lead right back. 5 minutes later, Ottawa comes down pressing, and well, with some more pressure, Brady Tkachuk buries one off a bad turnover from Artem Lashunov, who passed the puck, tried to clear the puck out of the zone. Shabbat gets it on the blue line, could have been challenged for offside, but the Hawks lost their challenge early in the game when they challenged the Senators' first goal of the night that counted. And Brady Tkachuk gets it from Shabbat and puts it in past Soderblom to make it a 3-2 game. But the Hawks are able to answer 4 minutes later at 18:32 in the second period. Scored by number 95, Ilya Mikheyev. His 6th of the season. Second of the night, assisted by number 8, Ryan Donato. And number 11, Oliver Moore. This goal was a stretch pass by Arvid Soderblom up to Oliver Moore. Moore goes in, drop pass to Donato. Donato gets it over to Mikheyev. Mikheyev shoots it. It goes in off of Shabbat's back and in, and the Hawks tie the game up late in the second period at 3 apiece. So that's usually a good sign for a team to go into the third period of play, get a late goal in the final minute and a half, and then it doesn't work out that way. Hawks take an early penalty in the third. It was a weak one, and Ottawa was cycling, and David Perron at 1:45 in the third period on the power play gets his first of the game, 6th of the season, assisted by Giroux and Zetterlund to make it a 4-3 game. 4 minutes later, Ottawa continues to press as the Hawks don't have a shot on goal at this point in the period, and they get another opportunity. At 5:31 in the third period, David Perron scores his 7th of the season, 2nd of the night, and 2nd in a matter of 4 minutes to make it a 5-3 game. It was assisted by Stützle and Leitzek to make it a 5-3 game. So the Hawks are basically done at this point. This was another weak goal, in my opinion, by Soderblom, one that he should have made a save on, and he didn't. And now the Hawks are down by 2, but they get it back within 1 at 7:17 in the third period for his first in the NHL. Scored by number 76, Nick Lourdes. Assisted by number 72, Alex Vlasic. To get the Hawks within 1, it's a 4-5 game now. But that's the last goal for the Blackhawks, and the Senators just continue to steamroll the Hawks in the third period of play, and Zetterlund with a weak goal by Soderblom to give up at 16:10 in the third period to make it a 6-4 final. The Hawks just had nothing going for themselves. They played like crap in the third period. That's how it is. It's blatant. They played like crap. They got steamrolled, and they were crashed. The Senators were crashing the net all game long. Down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's action, and thank you for watching the broadcast despite the outcome. And most of all, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, we're in for a rough patch.